Welcome back to another episode of the Bell Ringers podcast with yours truly, Ryan McDonald.
Tie press.
Trevor Lay.
Got a pretty full week. NFL draft, NBA playoffs, NHL playoffs, little MLB updates. Let's start off with the NFL draft with, as we all kind of saw it coming, Caleb Williams goes to the Bears.
Mm-hmm.
I think that wasn't surprising. The first three picks were all pretty expected, even maybe the fourth. But I think we kind of all got the surprise when the Atlanta Falcons took Michael Penix Jr. That was, I mean, I get like them wanting a quarterback to build up for when Kirk is going to be gone, but I don't think they should have gone for someone like Penix who's already older and he's the most NFL ready. I think they should have went for more of a project.
Project. Is that what you're trying to say? Yeah, but I know. I mean, it is kind of complete. It's like completely crazy. Kirk Cousins just signs a massive deal with them, and it came out he had no clue. Him and his manager were completely blindsided by that draft pick. I didn't know if that like in their game plan they didn't think if Penix was going to be there. I feel like everybody had him being there for that pick, so I don't know where the surprise came from.
Well, I feel like they could have like traded back and got him later if that was like their whole idea. Like I don't think they needed to take him right there at.
No, they didn't.
I
find it hard to
at all.
I was gonna say I just find it hard to believe there wasn't anybody else that they just game planned for. Like there was so many players that could have helped the team with the quarterback you just gave a massive contract to.
Yeah.
But
I mean, they didn't really need any skill positions, but they could have helped on the defense, gotten an edge guy or something like that. I mean, this draft wasn't all that deep for defense, especially edge. But like then at that point, trade back and then
guy later.
Yeah, there's more helpful things. And like I said, you could have taken like a Joe Milton later on in the draft. That's more of a project, and be like, all right, well, we know he's going to sit behind Kirk for a few years, but like Penix is already I think he was probably the oldest quarterback in this draft, so I don't know like. It's not like he has a bunch of years that he can just sit and wait and then be a franchise quarterback for another 10. Like, he's kind of got to start going right away.
They saw the X-ray of the dog in his chest.
Yeah, all right.
The dog that lost in the championship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you could have gotten the guy that won the championship?
No.
I don't know. I mean, the Eagles had a great draft.
Yeah,
I
absolutely
think.
love the Eagles draft. Both getting Dijon. I like the Dijon name.
I didn't think he was even gonna. I didn't think he was gonna be there for us at 22, let alone getting him in the second.
He was going into the draft the hopeful at 22, and then we get arguably the best cornerback in the entire draft at 22. Slips out from, I think people had him at top 12 or top 15.
Yeah.
He makes it to 22, and then we're able to get the guy we're hoping for at 22, like fingers crossed, hoping for at 22. We get him at, what was it, 42 in the second round?
I think it was 40 exactly.
40 exactly, but still, absolutely insane. You have a guy immediately starting over James Bradbury with Quinyon Mitchell, and then I think they're saying Cooper they like at. I mean, I've seen from reviews they like him at what would be a nickel.
Yeah, because I mean we already have safety locked up with CGJ and Reed, so I don't see him taking over their spot. So he's going to play cornerback.
Yeah,
but I mean at least
having Slay, Quinyon, and Cooper all in at the same time while also getting CDJ back. Got the fucking Reed Blankenship. Like,
and then I mean I know guy, like how upset we got with Bradbury at times last year, but at least like he could play now, but like it kind of allows them to have a rotation more and not have a bunch of like they wouldn't get tired as much. So it'll be like more fresh legs. Get the young guys and have those two like old vets kind of teach these guys. And Slay Bradbury might have another year or two before they retire or move on. Because I don't think Howie's going to want to keep them as they kind of get too old and aren't really as playable anymore.
The statement's got to be made too. Absolutely groundbreaking having two white DBs on the field at the same time.
Whitest secondary in the league, probably in the last 40 years.
It's absolutely amazing.
Jackie Robinson. He's our Jackie Robinson.
That's right. As far as other grades for drafts, I've seen the Bears were overall liked.
Dude, the Bears are going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that they got Rome Odunze, who I think could end up being the best wide receiver that comes out of his class, getting them at 9. That was where it was like so dumb that like there's teams that took different positions in front of them, like the Penix and pick and stuff like that. It's like you could have traded back, probably allowed someone to come up, get a Dunze that they wanted to, and move back to like that like 13, 14 spot, and still gotten Penix like he wanted.
Trying to see, I saw some bad reviews.
I
Denver, a lot of people didn't like drafting Bo Nix, and then
Well, that was another one. They took him too early. They could have moved back. Like he was
right,
projected to not even go in the first round.
right, and they took him at 12.
I mean, if you want your guy, just get him. But
The Browns. The Browns got they got a pretty bad review. They got a Ohio State tackle Michael Hall Jr. who that's like that's the pick that they're giving. They're giving that pick a D overall.
I'm excited the Eagles got Mackay back then.
Yeah,
Should be
I mean
sick.
he kind of underperformed so far in New York. I mean he's a little injury ridden, but I think coming back with getting Stalin to coach him up I think he'll actually perform a lot better. So that was a big pickup.
Getting Jeremiah Trotter Jr. at the late rounds was absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, is he a stud? Not yet.
I mean he's great. He was graded as the best linebacker in the draft.
Really? So no linebackers went in the whole first 4 rounds?
I'm not saying they didn't go, but he was graded as the best linebacker by PFF.
But getting him's just an awesome story. The Eagles fan pages were posting Trotter Sr. holding him as a baby after like I think
with the
NFC
beanie on
championship or one of those games. Yeah, which they're saying like "Welcome home, Trotter Jr." Like it was just it is a really cool story.
And that call with Jeffrey Lurie where like you could tell like he was like getting a little emotional. He was just so connected to the family. Yeah, that's really exciting. I don't think that the Cowboys had a great draft. I mean, they needed a running back. Oh, they signed Zeke back, which okay, he's had the worst year of his career last year. I don't think he's gonna do that well, but like I get there really weren't any good running backs in this draft, but they could have just like went for the best one, Jonathan Brooks, or
Blake Corum.
Yeah, I couldn't think of it. Yeah, but like, they could have went for one of them, decided not to, and not address a clear need for their team. I don't really know what Jerry's doing. I mean, they didn't like it wasn't a terrible draft by them, but I just think they kind of don't really know what
Jerry
they want to do right
doesn't care
now.
because all the dumbass Cowboy fans will still flock in with money, and they'll still say they're the best team in the league, year in and year out. They haven't won a Super Bowl or even been to an NFC Championship game in 27 years. So when you continue to say the Cowboys are the best team in the league, you should really think about, stop giving them money and maybe they'll perform.
Which I think it was like I saw like Jeremiah Trotter got drafted by the Eagles, had a kid, and then his kid went on to join the Eagles all before the Cowboys got back to another NFC Championship game.
Brutal.
It's pretty rough.
I just don't know how. I mean, not to just completely beating on the Cowboys fans, but as a Cowboys fan, you watch the free agent market hit and them not make any real groundbreaking moves. Like, other than obviously the whole draft as a whole is like you're adding significant players to your team, but like the only big move I've seen them make is getting Zeke back, which really isn't that crazy.
Yeah, well that and like they signed him for $3 million, but they're still paying the $6 million like a year for his old contract, and that equals
lost Gallup too, right?
Yeah, like that equals $9 million, which is what Derrick Henry's contract is with the Ravens, and apparently Jerry Jones said that was too expensive. So it's like you're paying Zeke for the same thing that you could have paid Derrick Henry for. I mean, they probably still would have been paying Zeke's contract,
but they're paying Derrick Henry and Zeke at that point. But
yeah, so I mean, there'll still be weirdos running in the stadium to their seats.
Oh yeah,
probably every week.
It's America's team, Trav. What do you mean?
Well, it's like the highlights I'm seeing.
I can't wait to see them not make the playoffs. It's gonna be amazing.
The highlights I'm seeing Cowboys fans post of like, oh, like this is what we're getting back. It's like, dude, they're playing against the R words. Like that, the name's still not changing that. Like you can't use that highlight. Matt Forte's in the stats at the bottom. I don't think it's not the same guy.
Oh, no, yeah, but again, I'm thrilled with the Eagles draft. Look at it, you need cornerback help. You get the two best cornerbacks you could get. Like out of one draft, getting them two is absolutely insane.
Oh yeah, and like I really wanted a cornerback, so I mean getting two of the guys I wanted, I'm gonna be much happier because we don't really need much else at other positions. They're kind of.
I think the linebacker was cornerback and linebacker were pretty much our two weakest points on our team.
But at the same time, linebacker. I mean, we got Devin White, and I don't want to get too young at linebacker because most of our linebacker core is young. I'd rather get a free agent that
you
way.
got
But
a second
still,
year on Kobe Dean, which you don't know if he could be making moves.
yeah, I think he'll get better this year, especially
Mhm.
learning from a guy like Devin White. But I guess
I think it's Kobe's third year, but it's Nolan Smith's second year.
yeah.
And hopefully he plays.
You're right. The Kobe was drafted with Jordan. But
Moving on to the NBA playoffs, we have our imminent doom coming up in about 20 minutes.
Yeah.
To watch our Sixers play Game 5 against the New York Knicks. I think you can tell, at least by my voice, I am not excited by this game.
Well, I mean, again, it's a 3-1 series, so if we win Sunday, I have a much more optimistic mind going into this. Sunday was just not only did you lose, but you lost in Philly. You got out rebounded, and they put up 17 offensive boards on your head.
So we got out rebounded us the whole series. It's like, what are you guys doing?
Mhm.
You're just not trying out there. I get they're a good rebounding team, but at some point you just have to learn how to box out, simple fundamental basketball.
Good rebounding is half hustling.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. It's just box out. It's just half fundamental. It's just try.
Put in the work. It's the biggest part of playing defense is getting the board off the shot, because once you start giving every single team 2 to 3 chances, you're not gonna win.
And I don't know, Nick Nurse said during the season that we'd probably see some B-ball Paul and Joel Embiid lineups, and we haven't seen a single one, and that would help with our rebounding, getting another big man out there.
I don't want to see B-ball Paul on the floor at all.
We need the rebounding. He
doesn't do that though. He doesn't do that ever. He gets 4 or 5 a game.
Yeah, in 15 minutes of play. That's not that bad.
He can't. He doesn't. He's a liability on offense, and he's a foul merchant. He's terrible, and Tobias Harris just stop playing in the NBA, dude. You suck.
I forgot Tobias. The only thing he does is rebound, but he rebounds his own missed shots and then misses again. So that's way better than B-ball Paul.
He misses it to me wide open layups to get.
You paid Ricky Council Jr. the 19th, and he hasn't touched the floor in the playoffs. You paid Buddy Hield to come here. You traded for Buddy Hield to come here. He's played 5 minutes maybe in the playoffs.
Because he doesn't even shoot the ball.
Yeah, Buddy Hield's just not shooting the ball.
He's on the floor for 4 minutes.
Campaign gets on the floor for a minute. He shoots 2 threes.
Yeah, and he makes them. And then he goes out and doesn't come back in for a minute.
And then the vibes die.
Because he wants to play Tobias Harris.
Yeah. I mean, again, I'm not arguing for Tobias Harris at all. I'm saying is Buddy Hield came out and he's the shooter, and it looked like he just did not want to shoot the ball.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's more on him. I don't think it's more
quickly because you can't.
Yeah,
that was his
main thing. At this point, I don't want Buddy to play because he's not shooting the ball, and even when he does, he misses it. I don't think it's a matter of playtime. I think he's just not performing well right now.
This team's gonna win tonight, and they'll probably win Thursday. And then they're going to ruin our weekend because that's what they do.
Yeah, it'd be too easy to let us down on a Tuesday. We had to be able to recover and actually go into the weekend on a positive note and be able to just be all Phillies on the brain going into the weekend. But no, we're gonna have to. They're gonna stretch it out to Game 7, and I'm gonna be all in again. If we get to 7, I'm all in again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm also getting upset with everyone shitting on us as fans for the fact that the Knicks fans were so active during Game 4. It's well, maybe if we saw a team rebound a little bit more and try a little harder, we'd be more excited to go to these games instead of
just. There's not really any excuse for them to be in our stadium louder than we are. But Knicks fans, once you get knocked out by probably the Pacers or the Celtics, just have a nice August through January.
Yeah, but
both your football teams are miserable too.
Celtics is going to be in the Eastern Conference Championship, which we haven't seen in ages. Which this is what pissed me off the most is if we can get past the Knicks, we're facing the Pacers or banged up Bucks. This is our best chance to get past the second round and make it to the Eastern Conference Championship, where we'd be facing the Celtics in an awesome, a great series, hopefully, but. We can't get past the Knicks in the first round because we don't want to hustle at all. We don't want to rebound. And, we're the better team. They're just trying so much harder, and they want it so much more.
And we have a cancer that is Tobias Harris on our team.
Yeah.
That my only saving grace if and when we lose the series If we're not gonna lose it, but when this season is over, Tobias Harris has played his last game as a Sixer. That man is gone and going to Detroit, where he's never gonna see the playoffs ever again.
He should go pop a squat next to Furkan.
You're in
Furkan's a Philly legend. Get out of
Turkey.
here. Get ready to learn Chinese, buddy.
Tobias
You're going over to the
Guangdong
Guangdong
in the
Tigers.
Turkey League.
Probably.
Just tell him that the trade deadline can happen all year. Speaking of the trade deadline, got extended a week. Then he'll probably play well.
Yeah.
It's the only time he plays well all season.
Who knows? Need some more from the role players, though. I mean, the Suns, Lakers, and Pelicans are all officially eliminated, though, so at least we're not the first team out.
Any of your teams getting eliminated?
So,
Remember you lost the Suns.
Not me, Trevor did.
What's the Cavs Orlando series at right now?
2-2.
2-2. All right, so I mean my Timberwolves are looking dirty.
They won their series.
The Celtics not handling the Heat like we thought, but I mean
it was just one game.
Yeah, I think they won every other game by 20 points.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, they've been dominating them.
Okay, well then Celtics still looking hot.
I'm guaranteed
they did lose Porzingis.
Yeah.
Porzingis is hurt.
Doesn't look good for the future. I do have one team guaranteed to make it next round, either the Cavs, or the Mavs, or the Clippers. But then that might be the only team I get, unless the Sixers can pull this off against the Knicks.
Mavs, Clippers, and Sixers, huh?
Yep.
I got the Thunder and the Nuggets who moved on already, and then the Suns got swept.
Thunder Nuggets, that is a great combo.
Yeah, I mean the Thunder just look really good, and then
yeah, but they did play against the Pelicans, who were probably the worst team in the.
What would the next series look like? Would it be Denver, Minnesota, depending on who wins?
Yeah,
the
it would
Magic?
be because I think the Clippers or Mavs play the Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be a really good series.
Denver, Minnesota is going to be an awesome series. But
yeah, the West is going to be fun to watch for the rest of the playoffs, unless someone else gets injured. But the East is just a bumblefuck of injuries and weird teams.
As much as I would confidently say the West is going to win, whoever comes out of it, I just don't want the Nuggets to win again. I really don't. I hate the Nuggets. And I just hate Jokic, but
I would love to see the Thunder in the finals. It'd be cool.
Thunder and Minnesota would be sick.
Yeah. Well, they can't be in the finals.
I mean, that wouldn't be I'm not saying the finals. I'm talking about one of those two teams.
Yeah, no. Thunder would be cool.
I mean, it's pretty clear. I think the Celtics are going to come out on the East, but
I mean, it's the only thing it kind of stinks so far about like the NBA and the NHL playoffs so far is like most of the series so far have just been dominated. Like currently, there's one series in the NHL that's tied up. There are we got the Rangers 4-0 the Caps, Panthers 4-1 the Lightning, and then we have a bunch of 3-1s, 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 and 1, 2, and 2. So
the games have been so good though. Like the Predators had a 3-1 lead with 2 minutes left, and they choked and lost in overtime. But the games have been really, really good. There's obviously some blowouts, but
yeah, I mean, I'm expecting to see some better series or closer series at least next round. But
I mean, yeah, we have 3-1 series games tonight, so all of them could be closing in a matter of a few hours.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it'd be nice to see more like 2-2, where like we're gonna get some game 7s or something like that. But I think we'll probably get a lot more of those in the next round.
Oh shit! I just realized that my parlay's gonna miss because the Jets just crumbled after game 1.
Yep.
That's depressing.
I went with you on the Jets instead of going with Trevor on the Oilers in that.
I mean, my Canes are dominating.
Yeah, the last 2 games with them have been 1-score games, and I think they play tonight as well. They do.
Yeah, well,
Carolina, that's pretty good.
That one Islanders game, they were up like 3-0, and then ended up losing. Like that was a heartbreaker.
That was great reactions on social media.
I saw that Barstool. Frankie. Yeah.
Frankie. Yep. That was a great one.
He always gets so excited too. That's why it makes it so much funnier.
Out of the NHL.
Yeah,
Did we decide on a draft tonight? If there's just a
if you looked at the note, there's a draft at the bottom. Yeah.
Yeah. Round of Philly athletes.
Yep.
All right.
That makes me even happier. Have not. Well, do you want to show the new uniforms? Have you seen the Tampa Bay Rays new uniform?
I watched. Yeah, I was looking at them.
That one is sick. They have a Devil Ray riding a skateboard. That is. I hope they make that a hat because that'd be cool. But I think just like
The
Yeah.
logo's cool, but it makes 0 sense.
yeah, well, there's like a skate culture. It's like okay, I guess not really heard that.
Are
But
they called skates?
But
Isn't it like a skate type of like stingray?
couldn't tell you. They didn't put that in the detail. They just said it's a skate culture down in Tampa Bay.
I'm pretty sure a skate is like a type of stingray. I could be wrong here.
But I really
I'm
like
gonna
the
fact check myself there,
like
but-
the kind of like sun weathered like black. I think that's a really cool design with like the neon kind of color scheme.
Yeah, it's cool that it's the old Devil Rays writing
Yeah,
with like flames on it. But the logo I really like out of all of the ones that they just came out with, is the pelican with the palm trees behind it.
I haven't
It's
seen that
pretty
one
sick.
yet.
A skate is identical to a stingray, other than its tail is shaped differently.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean that could just be maybe that's what they're thinking about with this stingray riding on a skateboard.
No,
Skate?
it's
Don't think so.
literally they
Don't
said it's
think
for the culture of skateboarding.
Skate culture. Maybe it's skate fish culture.
Skate culture, why you skate on the fish. Yeah, definitely. That's it. We have that one, and then we got the new Mets City Connect uniforms. Which they're not too bad, but they're a little weird.
Yeah, they do look good on them on the field, but they're a little boring.
It almost just kind of looks like they're trying to be the Yankees with like the lettering,
Mm-hmm.
the pinstripes, and just put different colors in there. The one thing you showed me, the helmet, that's really cool. I like that with like the bridge.
The helmet's sick. I like how it like pops out. It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
You know, we're gonna tell you about new jerseys every single time they've come up because that's apparently half of our podcast now. So for this week's draft, we are drafting 4 rounds of Philly sports athletes. I think we're kind of just going, I mean, our favorites basically. So I mean, they could be favorites either just because of personality, how they did on the field, whatever you want. And to go back, last draft, the score, I tied with Ty, and Trevor came in third.
All right, I'm just not going to try anymore because that was the biggest, easiest win for me of a draft ever. And
Clearly
if I'm not
not.
going to win that one, it's just strictly based on the fact that I can't vote and Ryan can, because that's an outrage. Ryan had the no, I mean I don't think Trevor was. I had a clear winning draft that last draft.
I mean, I'm not the only one to
Yeah,
vote
I
for myself,
agree.
so
I
other
agree.
people voted for me as well. So I can't. I don't know what to tell
What,
you
you
there.
go to your office and tell people to fucking vote for you?
No,
That is
I'll vote.
you were
absurd.
at Bloomsburg and had Howie was telling people to go on there and vote, and Howie even first comment said, "Oh yeah, ties is the best." So I think you guys had a little bit more manipulation than I did.
I know, but I deserve to win. I had the easiest.
Yeah, of
that
course
was
you
the
think you
easiest
deserve to
winning of the
win.
Draft. Right, everyone should have deserved. Everybody. That was the most unarguable draft I've ever seen.
Well, clearly it's arguable because we tied.
No,
So.
I'm about to lose all effort in any draft if I can't win that one.
Well,
Yeah.
I've either won or
definitely
tied
should've
every
won that
draft
too.
for the past month. So
There's no shot for me to ever win a draft if I don't win that draft right there.
you just gotta get better.
That is
You just gotta put the work in.
absolutely absurd. No, it has nothing to do with. It clearly has nothing to do with my picks.
I think it does.
Yeah, Ryan's got
went
2 votes, bro.
I went into tonight.
yourself.
Nope.
I
Neither
went
one's mine.
into tonight being like, if I don't win this, if I tie with Ryan, I'm literally gonna throw a fit because there's no point for me to even try anymore. Ugh, that is so disappointing. So disappointing.
Well, you ready for the order for this one?
Yeah, let me hear it.
You're last. Trevor's first. I'm second.
Bryce Harper.
Good pick. Give me B-Doc.
B-Dog. All right, I'll take. Give me Jason Kelsey and I'll take Will.
Well, give me Chase Utley.
Allen
That was my-
Iverson.
I should have thought of that one.
Allen
Fuck.
Iverson and Nick Foles.
Damn it. I was
Mhm.
thinking you might forgot about him. Alright. My pick, correct? I'll go with Joel Embiid.
Okay. Do I have my final 2 now?
Yep.
Okay. I'll take. Give me Claude Drew
Nice
That's a good
pick.
one.
and give me Barkley.
I love Charles Barkley.
So yeah,
Charles
Charles
Barkley.
Barkley.
Okay.
Yep.
I for some reason I actually started talking about Saquon for a second. I was like, dude, hasn't even
No,
played a game yet.
Saquon
I was like,
Barkley off
what
the
the
rip.
hell?
Hasn't played a
I was
game
gonna be
yet.
like,
Sorry.
jeez. I know we
I
said you
forgot
didn't
that
have
we
to
have
be on
another
the
big name
field.
Barkley now.
I was like, what the? All
I'm
right.
calling it now. Give me Saquon.
All right. My last pick. Give me the guy that strip sacked Tom Brady in the Super Bowl to win it for us. Give me BG.
This one is really hard for me, but considering I already picked the Sixer and I don't want to like them anymore, I'll take Mike Schmidt.
Another good pick.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about taking Claude Giroux if it came to me at the end to get a flyer. It was either him or Bobby Clark, but I couldn't leave BG off.
I almost picked Claude as well, but I went with Foles instead.
Yeah, I think that was the right pick.
He won something here.
Yeah.
But Claude's a great pick.
I was gonna say, in my lifetime of being a hockey fan, it's Claude Giroux's been a flyer my entire.
Yeah, no, I think if he was there for me at the end, I would have taken him over BG. But
another great Philly guy for the Flyers would be
Wayne
Simmons.
Yep.
Simmons. I was honestly I'm not gonna blank on his fucking name now too. Who's the other redhead with Claude?
Voracek.
I wanted to say, I knew it was a V, but it was like Voracek. I think of pretty quickly too.
I'm really liking TK now too. TK's great.
TK plays hard. I love
that, and I love his chirps. His chirping videos.
Owen Tippett's sweet. So yeah, do you want to do a recap? Start us off.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, let's go in order.
All right, I took Bryce Harper, Allen Iverson, Nick Foles, and Mike Schmidt.
The second pick, I got B-Doc, Chase Utley, Joel Embiid, Please Win Tonight, and Brandon Graham.
Mm-hmm. And the third pick, I got Jason Kelsey, Wilt Chamberlain, Claude Giroux, and Charles Barkley.
There's our draft.
Yes, sir. Vote for me.
We'll tie win.
Missed your chance last week.
This one should be a pretty clear winner.
I mean, the getting Nick Foles one.
I mean, I think the clearest winner was last week, but we'll see. Whatever.
Playing out to the fans.
Keep trying.
Ryan will somehow tie with somebody.
Yeah. Somehow Ryan's always tying with everybody.
Actually, let's do this live. Ryan, go to the poll and vote on it.
No, I mean I did vote on it. I'm not saying I didn't.
Yeah. You did say you did.
So I won.
No, I said I didn't do it. You said with multiple accounts.
The only one that can't vote on my team. All right, I'll take the dub. Thanks, Ryan.
I'm not giving you the dub. That's not how that works.
No, I mean he would have won though, because if he voted for himself, he would have.
It's not my fault. His phone doesn't work.
No, it's my fault that I got more people to vote. It's your fault that I got more people to vote for me than you did.
Oh, that's my fault.
No, I'm saying you lost.
It's not what the records say.
Yeah, I mean, just vote for yourself. That gives you the satisfaction.
Well, I have to vote for someone to see the results, so.
Yeah, now he's pulling out
stipulations. You got the word. There you go.
I was like, I don't think I didn't even say stipulations. I got the word wrong. But whatever, Rye. Take the tie. Whatever.
Right. Time to go get pissed off for the rest of the night.
Yep. Go Sixers.
See ya.
See ya.